looks better than Dave though. Who here teaches? I figured a lot. Just something in relation to teaching. Yesterday morning was a basic session. Who found they really appreciated that basic session and they increased their appreciation for basics? Okay. That's because Shihan sells basics. When you're an instructor, your job is not just to teach grade, it's to sell things. You're a salesperson. You need to sell the ideas of the Kihan because it's the most technical, what people would say, boring part of karate. So if you're not selling it, it really does become boring and people quit. And I say that because often, as black belt instructors and knee down instructors and sun down instructors, you're so sold on basics because you've been doing it for so long that you just teach it, assuming everyone appreciates it like you do. Everyone sees the value in it like you do. Well, it's helping me for my kumite, it's helping me for this, it's helping me for that. But your students don't necessarily understand that because they haven't been sold on it yet. And I'm not just talking white belts, I'm talking blue belts and red belts and brown belts and black belts. You've got to be selling the basics. Shihan was selling the basics all the time. He wasn't just going through each knee, son, now do this. He was explaining, this is what that, and that's where the power will be. This is what I want you to do, and this is how it's helping you. It's cutting ground, it's doing this, it's keeping you low, it's creating power. So you could all see the value, and then you would all see everyone, even though you're all tired, you went harder and harder and harder and faster because you were sold on. And again, I have students and they say, oh yeah, and these are students who are high grades. I don't like going to sometimes classes through the weeks. The first half hour is line drills and this and that. And it's like, yeah, that's awesome. First half hour is so important. And it's good. But that instructor has not sold that student on the quality of those basics. Shihan and Anthony are both from Adelaide, both the birthplace of GKR. They're both trained under Kancho as full-time students. And Kancho sells basics. He sells basics. He doesn't just teach you, he sells you on the basics. So you love it, you do a basics, it's awesome. So they sell basics. And you as a student, as an instructor as well, I know you're sold on it, but you have to continue that sell. You have to keep selling the students so that they push themselves. One is so they don't quit, but two is so they don't switch off and play 50%. Just the basics, let's just hit the sparring. They're switching off and then their sparring suffers. If you want your students playing 100% in kumite and kata, they have to be playing 100% in their basics. They'll only play that if you sell them on the importance of basics. So just, I'm not saying do a whole basics class, that is boring, but do the basics portion of your class, sell. It's like kumite. Sit on your chair. I was trying to sell you on the reason why I want to be low. It's constantly selling. When people are sold on things, they'll keep coming back. They'll be happy buyers. And that's just, it's just so important to keep students coming back and to keep them improving. That's all.
And again, thanks to these guys. Thanks to Sensei Anthony, obviously as the head of GKR in New Zealand. Fantastic instructor, awesome leader. I'm sure you guys agree. He obviously sells New Zealand to us. You've got to come and take the black belt after you can. He's probably one of the only senior instructors in GKR who at the beginning of the year literally emails us, me and Kancha and him, and says, alright, we've got a camp here, we've got a camp there, we've got some seminars there, who's doing what? For what? I need to get flyers out and let people know. I need answers. You know what I mean? Please could you make, who's coming to this? Who will book for that? So, you know what I mean? It's great to have that level of passion and commitment to this, to you guys. And that's great. So I really appreciate, as Anthony said, I appreciate Anthony's involvement in everything that we've done in GKR. He is, in my opinion, he is one of our technical experts. He knows so much, and you guys have seen just a little bit of what he knows. So yes, if we can arrange something else in the future, try and get him even Haley over. He spoke about Haley. Don't worry, he's already got the diary out. You can get it. Would you like a good or too good for you, Okay, so I think it'd be awesome to get them over here, especially, just for the instructor group. It says different students, some more stuff. I think you guys would definitely promote that, wouldn't you? Get the word out, which is awesome. I think just going back to the weekend, the level of writing here is great. You guys not only have the passion and the enthusiasm, but you've got the goods, you've got the skills, you do your homework. You know what I mean? Every time I come, I remember back to what we did last time. It's almost like opening up to the book and you remember where you were, as you start to read on. So I enjoy the idea of remembering what we had done and seeing, where you guys have taken it. Since we were here last. So I've got to say, and I know that these guys agree, even Anthony agrees, seeing what New Zealanders are up to, the quality and the standard and the level of enthusiasm and passion for training and developing your skills is really high. So you guys really need to be proud of yourselves. But as with instructors, as with students and instructors, we've got to keep passing it on. We've got to keep passing it on. Otherwise, keep it to yourself, you're going to benefit yourself. Take great joy as an instructor to watch other people around you, blossom and grow and become amazing. I love watching these guys teach. I love watching people, other students teach. I love watching people compete. I go to tournaments and I just sit there and I just think, wow, these guys are my heroes. You know what I mean? Like, we get inspired by our students. You know what I mean? Otherwise, who's going to inspire you? Yes, people above you inspire you, but I think we get most of our inspiration from watching people that we teach and train, grow. It's like being a proud parent in a way, right? You see your kids do something great, you think, that's my boy. And then there's times you think, I can't believe I am. That's when you say, that's my wife's boy. He's with her. Sometimes, yeah, he's mine, and other times, well, he's with her. Okay, so we've had a chance to look at a few people, and I want to take this opportunity to recognize someone who I think is obviously been around for a while, doing great. I admire just the level of dedication, the everything about. I see every time I come and she's here and she's training, she's doing stuff, and I'm just thinking, okay, that's awesome. Saw a bit of Carey yesterday, saw a bit of movement today, so inspiring. I just think, how do you move that fast at for where you're at, in your life. I just want to recognise this person today, and we've consulted, we've gone through the the whole hour training, attitude, this, that, the other, talked to instructors. This lady I went great to meet her today, and her name is Anne. She is awesome. I watched this fight just before. I thought, how do you move that fast? My goal is to be able to move that fast, and I'm, what, 47? When I'm in the Masters division, I think you've been off. I think I've seen you since I started coming in New Zealand.
Hey,
Yeah?
you and Country grading and showed on the home. Ever through it. And then of course,
Lots of cool. Yeah.
This is fun, and I just love it. So I just love it. You know, gradings it's an amazing journey that I took when I was and you know now I'm 69 and I feel it is it's just the eye is just keeps feeding me so much information and knowledge, and it's not just for here, you can take it out with the stingray.
Always earning new people and sharing that passion. And looking at those brand new classes, and I think we can open this one, we can open this one again, we can do this, we can do that. So massive fun over here.
Alright, it's also, I think, an opportune time to recognise somebody else as well. This person's been training with the club for many, many years. He's one of our senior people in the organisation here in New Zealand. He's been very instrumental in so many ways in his hometown, helping on so many levels, directing the teams as well. And we want to recognise him today. It's a huge achievement. I watched him train yesterday. I looked at his partner last night. I watched him training last time I was here. I not even then. It was just that close to it all. And today we want to recognise him. And we're talking about Greg Burgess, grading for full time. Once again, just thank you for coming. I do appreciate you guys, just taking the effort to be here. Be part of the club, just to keep at it. I'm sure that everyone has their own story that would be inspiring. To make it to Black Rock is a unique, concept in itself. So many people start with that goal in mind, but maybe they don't play the game. Maybe they're not just, every time there's a challenge, maybe they run off or they stop. But you just don't know what's around the corner until you get to that corner and turn it. Yeah? So if you're feeling, there's challenges there in training or in your life, don't stop. Karate, if anything, should teach us more about ourselves, internally than externally. It's not about fighting, it's the internal fight. It's the fight we have with ourselves, to be confident, to be strong, to have strong self-esteem, to just not give up on the things we want, just to be true to ourselves. So, congratulations, thanks again for coming, and we'll see you next time. Yeah? So, I think we've got, it up and perhaps you can do the, what next? Announcements.